Today is going to be a manga haul. So I just got this huge order of manga in. I actually ordered this, I think it was November that I ordered it. Could have been December. But there was a book that was supposed to be published in December, which actually got delayed. And they still have not shipped that book, so I think it's still not produced yet, and that is Witch Hat Atelier Volume 7. So yeah, I'm on holding pattern for that, waiting for it to come in. But these are the other volumes that I was able to purchase and get in, so like most of my favorite series that I'm trying to finish up and read. So I'll just show what I hauled. I don't think there's going to be a haul from like December or anything. If anything, this would be it, because I just yeah, on pause right now for like buying a lot of stuff. So the first stuff is volumes 4 and 5 of Love Me, Love Me Not by Yosaki Saka. I just caught up on volumes 2 and 3, so I'm really looking forward to continuing the story. Like as soon as I was done, I was like, I need more. And I didn't have any here, and I was like, when is that coming out? But I have now 2 more volumes to read. I'm definitely going to be doing a review of the series because I am totally loving this. This is great shoujo, but it's also great for fans of relationship fiction in general. So if you like stories about relationships, and that does not always mean the romantic, it means relationships between family and friends and that whole interpersonal relationship thing, then you would probably enjoy this. Look forward to a video on this series because it will be coming, but I love it so much. And Yosaki Saka has beautiful artwork as well. So she's great with relationship fiction for shoujo, and her artwork is gorgeous. So yeah, if you've not read Yosaki Saka, check out her series, either Love Me, Love Me Not, or Strobe Edge, or Hatsuharu Ride, or Blue Spring Ride. All great series. I swear I've loved all of them. Yeah. Next, I'm trying to make sure like I get any that are double volumes, but I think this one I just have the one, is Shortcake Volume 10. This is just kind of a charming series, and I cannot wait to see if she stays with who she's with. Yeah, this is again one of those shoujo relationship stories where she moves into a house, and the #1 rule, I think, like boys aren't supposed to like date the girls in the house or whatever, but she quickly falls in love with one of the boys, and there's kind of a love triangle. Anyway, it's charming. If you like shoujo series, give this one a try. And the artwork's a little different. Like it's still really pretty, but some of the character drawings are slightly different. I feel like the artwork's gotten more traditional as the story has gone on, but I find it charming. I really like this one. And I have, maybe I don't. I think I have like another volume of this that I have to read before I get to this one. And I think it's in my bag for reading. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Next is the BL series, Given. I've talked about this before. This is Given Volume 4. This is the one that's about the band, and there's a lot of drama in the background of this story, but at the same time it's also just charming and relationship-y. Yeah. I love Given. I don't know how many volumes there will be of Given. Okay, it has not. I think we might be getting close to where the Japanese publication is. So I don't know how many volumes there will be of Given, like in general, because if we're all caught up with Japan, then I don't know, it'll be whenever the artist continues working and publishing. Another one that I have, I think, touched on just very quickly is Cast Heaven. This is Volume 4. This is a really, really messed up series. This is in the mature ranks because it definitely is more explicit. but this is just, how to describe this? I was thinking, like, this artist, I love the artwork. It's gorgeous. But this story is so disturbing, and I think that's why I have to keep reading it, because I just have to know how everything works out, plays out, and what happens in it. This is definitely for mature readers. It's a really good story, though. I mean, like, it's engaging in the fact that it's so disturbing that you're like, what the heck? Yeah, get it out of my head. The next is a shoujo fantasy series that I'm reading, Snow White with the Red Hair. This is volumes 9 and 10 of the series. I still have to read volumes 7 and 8, so this is going to be joining volumes 7 and 8. Hopefully I will get to reading all of these soon. The good thing with manga is that it doesn't take a lot of time to read it. But I feel like last year I didn't read as much manga as I normally would. It was still about a quarter of my reading, around, give or take. So it's still a lot that I read, but I feel like I just did not do as much as I have in the past, and it could be just because I've been getting caught up with the series, and so like once you're caught up, you just have to wait. You can't keep reading what is not published. So right now I've got a good like back catalog of stuff I have to read, so I should be able to read some more manga. The next one I picked up is Yona of the Dawn, volume 27. I actually have a lot of Yona of the Dawn that I have to read. On my little to be read card over here, I have volumes 26, but I know that I actually have to read like volume 14, I think, through 27. No, not 14, I think 16. I'll have to check where I left off. So I have a lot of these, so I'll probably be doing that. And then again, I do want to do a video on this because this is a very great shoujo fantasy series. I really like this one. Next, another fantasy series. This is the Ancient Magistride. I love this one. I haven't enjoyed the most recent volumes as much as the earliest part of the story and series. When we were first getting introduced to the characters and seeing Elias and Chise's relationship, I thought it was a little bit better. I'm trying to remember, did they say it Elias? It reads as Elias to me. I think it's weird. I don't want to say it wrong. I think in the anime they say Elias, but I won't go any farther. But seeing like the initial relationship build, I was much more of a fan of. Right now, we're in like the college or university part of the series, and it's okay, but there was something a bit more magical and almost still darker in that first half of the series. But this is volume 13. I will still keep reading this one to the bitter end, but yeah, I miss those first days. But this is great if you like Celtic folklore and fairy stories. This is perfect for that. I'm just gonna set it over there. I'm running. I actually just have to flip that and put them on the other side, but I don't want to do it right now. The next one is another great shoujo series. This is Hatsuharu, volumes 12 and 13. I think this is getting near the end. I don't think this is the final. Oh, no, this is the final volume. So I finally reached the end of Hatsuharu. I will be reading this. This is one I will probably be donating, but I still loved it. It has beautiful artwork. I loved that in the initial part of the story. Once you get to these, it starts bringing in a lot of the side characters and giving them their stories. But I loved that the initial one, like really the main focus was more on the boy and seeing his perspective. So it was quite a little bit different than traditional shoujo in that regard. You weren't just following like the klutzy heroine doing whatever. And in this case, like the heroine, I mean, her story is great too. You do follow some of hers, but she's just like, she's kind of dense. She's kind of aggressive. And I don't know, it was just a different vibe. So I have enjoyed Hatsuharu. Maybe I will do a video on the series before I part with it. It will be going to a good home. It'll just be going to the library where other people who love shoujo manga can borrow it. But it takes a lot for me to just keep the stuff because I don't have a lot of room. So I don't have the room to keep every series that I read. But I do like donating it to the library and making sure that other manga fans can read more manga because we don't have a huge budget at the library either. I do order it, so I have to pick and choose. But if I can, you know, buy it at home and then donate it, it all works out. I love it too when I see like people have started to check the stuff out and I'm like, I knew it was good. Lastly is another completion of a series and another Iyosaki Saka series. This is Aoharu Ride. I don't know what I was just going to say. So this is volumes 12 and 13. 13 is the final volume. I think most of her stuff has been around 13. So I'm wondering if Love Me Not is going to be the same. Yeah, this is an emotional series. It's great, again, if you like more of relationship fiction side of things. For those of you who don't know, in the olden days, which really wasn't that long ago, relationship fiction used to be termed either the not-so-great sounding chick lit or women's fiction. And recently we have decided in the world of literature and books to start calling it relationship fiction because one, relationship fiction books are not just for women, even though yes, a lot of women, myself included, do enjoy reading relationship fiction. It is not strictly for women. Many men can read relationship fiction. Many people can read relationship fiction, and it doesn't have to be exclusively for women or a certain type of women. And it definitely sounds a lot better than the more derogatory sounding chick lit. But if you do like reading more of that genre of relationship fiction, stories that revolve around people's relationships, then yeah, if you're looking for a manga graphic novel counterpart, you would want the shoujo like this. Iyosaki Saka's work definitely fits into that. You're going to get to know the characters, their deep inner thoughts, and then how they relate to their friends and their romantic interests and all that really good stuff. If you like relationship fiction, shoujo. Really, even that's what I like about most shoujo is the deep threads of relationship and character building that occurs in shoujo. It can happen in some of the shonen stories, but shonen is still much more action-based. It's not that relationship stuff doesn't happen, that you don't get to know the characters. I mean, certainly if you look at something like Naruto, you will get to know the characters, but I don't know. I relate better. I feel a fuller universe in a lot of shoujo than I do in shonen. Not to get off on a tangent. Next, we have another volume of Cardcaptor Sakura, the Clear Card arc. This is volume 8. I have no idea how long this series is going to go for. I don't know if they're looking to get 12 as the original series did, or, you know, if they're just going until they're done. I don't know. This is a very, very small, slim volume. I don't think I have anything to compare it to. But, I don't know, it seems slim to me. I could maybe see if they have a number of pages, and I don't think they do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely slimmer. It's only about 156 pages. Most manga will be around 200. So it's a little bit slimmer than normal. I don't know why. It doesn't say final volume on there, so I don't know. I'd have to look into it more. I'm going to have a big mess over there. I can already tell. Like, it's toppling. Next, I picked up the Cardcaptor Sakura Collector's Edition, volumes 5 and 6. These are massive collector's volumes. They're very big. They're gorgeous. If you love Cardcaptor Sakura, where did it fall? If you love Cardcaptor Sakura, this is the volumes to buy if you want to own them for your personal library. And they're beautiful. They have this great gold enhancement. And I don't know, they're hardcover. They're gorgeous. And the last thing that I picked up is a series that I've read and loved and still own, and will probably keep that edition as well, and that is Clover. Clover is another work by Clamp, who wrote Cardcaptor Sakura. This is more of a sci-fi series. It's very short. This is the full thing. It's a little bit melancholy, but I think it's super good. It has gorgeous artwork, and this edition is pretty gorgeous. There are full color art pages in the back, so you can see how some of the original volume would look. Very traditional, old school Clamp designs. I don't know, I just love it. Clamp is a favorite creator group of mine. I love so much of their work, and yeah, I own so much of their work. Their work is one that I do collect and I do not get rid of. I just enjoy their stories, especially a lot of the classic stuff. Still waiting for the end of X 1999 or X. We sort of cut off the 1999 when it was getting past 1999. And I still say that after 2020, we could probably handle the end of X. Just a little message to you, Clamp. I really think we could handle the end of X. I don't think things could feel much worse, or that you could make things much worse by releasing the end of a manga series. I know you've got it in you. That'd be great. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine actually getting to see the end of X. I don't even know how it would feel. I might even cry about it. Like, if I saw them announce that they were finally going to conclude X, I think that I would cry. I would also definitely buy it and read it. But I think I would cry, because it would just seem like not real. I kind of wish that would happen, though. I would gratefully and gladly cry for it. Anyway, that's all for this video. I will be back with more book reviews and recommendations and other fun book stuff. Until next time, bye.